Hey, what's up guys, Marco here. Welcome back to another ukulele lesson. Now we have to talk about one of the most beautiful melodies of all time, which is of course Greensleves. Now guys, we're going to be using a tenor ukulele, so this is the tuning. We have G, C, E, and A. Now regarding the arrangement, is in the key of A minor. And I watched a lot of different videos on YouTube. Some of these arrangements are pretty good, and I really liked some of the lessons already available on YouTube. So I was trying to come up with something a little bit different. I didn't want to copy and paste, anybody else's arrangement, but you can't really get away, you can't really get away from the melody and the way the song could be arranged. So hopefully I didn't copy, anybody else's arrangement. I'm sure that there is definitely something similar around. We are in the key of A minor, and so the first section sounds like this. So as you can see, it's all about the tone, right? You want to try to get the most beautiful tone out of the ukulele, and that's the reason why we're using the finger picking technique, which allows us to kind of give this sweet mellow tone. We're going to start with the A minor chord. The first note is the first string open, and then you put down the A minor, which is 2-0-0-3. And I do this quick roll with the fingerstyle technique. I have thumb, index, middle, and ring finger in place. Quickly arpeggiate the chord. You can also do it with the thumb if you want. Do it slowly. Then the melody is on the fret number 5, and then we have the C major chord, which is played on fret number 7, and then open, open, open. And the melody on the fret number 8 and 7, and we open up with the G major chord, which is a beautiful chord. It's a little bit stretchy. It's open, open, 2, 3, and 5. Again, guys, I'm always doing the same roll with the fingers. And then we have the melody on the fret number 2. And the E minor chord, which is played with just 2 strings. The third string, fret number 4, and the second string, fret number 3. And then the melody on the first string and the fret number 2. So this is the first part. The next section is also pretty interesting. We're going to open up with the F major chord, D minor, and the E7. So the F major is kind of a standard chord. We have 2, open, 1, and 3. And then the first string open. And we're going to play it again, but this time we're going to change the chord and play the D minor chord with 2, 1, and open. I'm only playing 3 strings. And then a quite interesting phrase leading to the E7 chord. So we have the second string, fret number 4, first string open, and then the E7, which is played like this with 1, 2, open, and 2. Just a quick roll. And then the last few notes, the second string fret number 4, and the second string open, and the third string fret number 2. It's a lovely section. Now the cool thing is that the second time we can repeat the same melody, the same section. However, I don't really like to repeat the same thing, and so we're gonna add just a few more notes. Sometimes even just one chord can make a huge difference. So let me show you what I came up with. So we have the first chord is the same, the A minor, but then we have the G major chord, and then the C major. So we're kind of playing this passing chord, which I hope is a G major. I'm still getting confused, guys, between the guitar and the ukulele chords. Yeah, I'm still learning. If this is an F major, we're gonna bring the same position 2 frets up. So we have 4, nothing on the third string, and then we have 3 and 5. So pluck the strings simultaneously just to make it sound a little bit heavier. And then the C major, which is played again with the fret number 7 and all the open strings. The same melody. G major, which is the same. And the E minor, which is the same. However, the 2 notes after the E minor, which before we played as the first string open and the fret number 2, we are going to harmonize these 2 notes. So you play the E minor, and then we have beautiful thing, right? Second string fret number 2 and the first string open, and then the second string fret number 3 and the first string fret number 2. So we have F major chord. Now the melody is slightly different here because we are playing the last part of the first section. So we're playing the F major, and then the melody is on the fret number 2, open, and the last chord, the E7, which is played with the fret number 2 and fret number 4. You pluck the 2 strings simultaneously, then the fret number 2 on the second string, and back to the fret number 4. And we finish with the A minor. We're gonna play the first, second, the third string fret number 2, and the A minor chord. So the first section is quite interesting. It shouldn't really be too difficult. And again, guys, it's all about the tone. You know, you want to try to make it sound as sweet as possible. Now, the second section opens up with the C major chord. And the cool thing, that was horrible, by the way, the cool thing is that we only really add a few more bars, then it's kind of the same thing. So we're going to open up with the C major. The melody is on the fret number, what is this? 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 10. So we're going to play the fret number 10 on the first string and then 3 open strings. So once you do that, you have the melody twice more within the same fret. And then the melody on the fret number 9 and 7. So. And then we have the G major chord. It's the same shape with 0, 2, 3, and 5. And the melody on the fret number 2. And the E minor chord. So that's it. This is, you know, the section that we have to learn, because then the rest of the song is basically the same. We already learned it. So Then we have the melody and the F major, the D minor chord, the E7, back to the C major, and again guys, we're repeating the same thing, but I don't want to do the exact same thing, so I'm going to add just a few more notes. I'm going to play the chord, then the melody, and then the chord again, just to add a little bit more dynamic. And then the melody is on the fret number 9 and 7, but I'm going to harmonize this melody with the third string. So the third string, fret number 9 and 7, so it's the same position, it's the same shape, sorry, but then we move it in a different position. So and then the G major chord, and then we finish with the F major, the E7, and the A minor. So this is definitely a beautiful sounding melody. Again guys, I will never get tired of saying this. Make sure that it sounds sweet. Work on your tone. It's not always just about the left hand. Of course you have to know the right notes, but at the same time you want to work on your right hand and make sure that when you plug these strings, you get a nice, lovely and mellow tone. The ukulele has nylon strings, so they really sing these beautiful notes. It's a lovely instrument. I am really in love with this little thing. So practice this song, and if you like it, subscribe to the channel and like this video. That will really help the channel. Now I'm gonna leave you to practice this. Take it step by step. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll talk to you soon.